We'll get into that a little bit later, but let's go ahead inside this door. And here we get ourselves another puzzle here. Let's see. Alright, so if I recall correctly, we're probably going to want to put this guy right here, and this will get rid of that switch over there. So let's go make a clone over here, and we're going to move this block. There we go. And then we're going to jump over it, and then we're going to push it, and now he should be able to move left, and we can go over here, swap to the orb, call it good. And it's a monogon orb. Certain orbs will give you more than one, in terms of more than one encryption, I should say. Like, I forgot what the second one is called. If we got monogons now for one, we'll get like, I can't even remember what they're called. And then let's just explore over here. Oh, there's actually a puzzle here. Alright, so we're gonna go place you, place you right there. I don't think we actually need him there though. Maybe we do. We'll place you, can we not? There we go. You have to be careful where, or at least be conscious of where your thing is. And we'll go put you over here, and then we can go and swap to you because he's in blue. And let's get this memory terminal. Log number 4. The chief of quarantine understands the pressure this puts you under, but stresses that these rock samples are of unparalleled scientific interest. As such, we must request that you continue to prioritize sample teleport over personnel. Yeah, that's not a shocking thing to hear from your employer. And with that, we got another monogon orb. You don't have to worry for the most part. You can return to any area in this game to collect orbs, so they'll give you more than you need in order to progress. Here we needed 2, but they gave us 3. So let's go and... There we go. Activate disengagement of the quarantine. Head back down. And now we can continue forward. For some reason I thought this was a teleport. Huh. Alright.
Attention. Hull breach in Sector 1.
Uh-oh.
Emergency personnel to waste management.
Alright, so this room right over here is pretty interesting, actually. We're going to go run over here, and this is one of those places where you're actually going to have to switch to your clone and then switch back so they don't die. See, that is not very forgiving. So let's go head to the gardens, shall we? Don't follow me. And this place is amazing, by the way. Oh. What? That wasn't strange at all. Into the gardens we go. I'm the only one that believes in the other dimension. I call it space. One moves through space. Yes? How? So up here we've got ourselves an arrow. Interesting. Nothing we can do about that now. Or is there? We'll find out when we come back. This area isn't very extensive, but over here we've got ourselves an interesting little puzzle. And one of the things I really love about this game is it doesn't explain things to you. It doesn't hold your hand. It doesn't tell you, hey, this is what you need to do. It's very subtle, and it's like amazing. So this part we're going to have to do a little bit quick, but basically we need to use our swapper, and then, whoops, he's dead. And then get through there, and then once we're done, we're going to have to make another clone so that we slow down. God, why am I missing that so much? You'll notice that time is starting to slow down as we use the clone creation, so just keep that in mind. And there we go. Now we can go do this. There we go. And now we survived. Well, they succumbed to our mistakes. And this is how we get up large shafts, is basically by doing, whoops, doing that. There we go. So with that having been collected, we can now go up there with our new knowledge of how to scale large, large ceilings. Alright. So we'll run over here. Alright. Now this one, how do we do... Okay, this one is pretty easy. So you basically have to hover in between these areas because this little door is going down while that one's going up. But we just have to wait up here for a little bit. Each time a clone dies, you'll be able to get another clone back, which is good. But you just want to be a little bit careful when you're in the blue there because you're not going to be able to make clones in that space. You can still use your swapper, but you just be a little conscientious. So it's... Alright, there we go. Now we can probably start going over here, and hopefully we can do it. There we go. Now you notice the room's actually deactivated, so you can just explore them a little bit freely. And this is the area of the second hidden room. If you decide to go and explore down here a little bit, you'll be able to find it. Whereas you would just expect regular death. You can actually head over here to the left, and here we can find our second memory terminal. Message from home number 2. We have received your response. Theseus, glad to hear you've arrived in one piece. That shuttle should be with you in approximately 2 weeks. We've had responses from 3 of the other long-range stations, and we're waiting on confirmation from the remaining 3. Everyone back here is looking forward to hearing of your progress. Thank you. Sounds extremely optimistic. I'm glad to hear it. So let's get back up there and call it good. There we go. So we're pretty much done with this section of the gardens. I believe, let's take a look. We need 6, and we've got 5. So we're going to have to go through this unexplored hatch. Just do a little bit of backtracking, and we'll be good. So let's... Oops. I keep pressing the F button for some reason. I'm used to playing this, like, laying down, which sounds weird, but I'm just placing it, like, on a chair and playing off that way. So my hands are resting on my thighs. It's very unusual. So let's head on up and call it good. So back in the cargo hold, let's see what this memory terminal says. Cargo overview. We've got 4 tons, 197 days of food, 3,000 liters of emergency fluids, miscellaneous research equipment, spare parts, and xeno samples and finds. Interesting. It's a little, yeah. Oh, we can head to the greenhouse. Oh, I love the greenhouse. Yeah, let's go up there. A lot of these areas are really a spectacle, so I don't know. Like, look at this. A greenhouse in space. Are you kidding me? Alright, let's head through this door. Let's see what puzzle we've got here. Alright, we've got the inclusion of your least favorite colored light in the world. We've got purple light. Purple light, you can't make swap arrays or clones in them, so keep that in mind. What we're going to be doing, though, is we're actually... Let's try this. We're going to be making a bit of a loop of sorts, and... Whoops. Okay. So we're basically going to be swapping ourselves out here every so often, and, there we go. So until... Okay, that switch turns off the blue lights. Now we can go over here and swap and grab the orb. The Monogon orb. Fantastic. So now we're good enough to continue on to the next area. But first, I would, like, go up here and... Hopefully, maybe this is the last one. What does this say? Emergency evac 1. Few areas of the station remain habitable. The cargo bay in Sector 1 has everything we need. Food and water, greenhouse access, but it may not be safe for long. No one knows what's causing this. Sam Cook. Samantha Cook. Alright. Let's see. Oh, this one isn't too bad. A lot of these earlier puzzles aren't really terrible at all. So we can go and activate that guy right there to activate this switch. And now we can do that. Switch on over. And then make a clone over... Wait, do we want to make a clone over here? Probably. We can have up to 5 things at once, and then we'll go ahead and... How do we get rid of this blue? I don't think we really have to, actually, no, because it's not clone-proof. There we go. Sometimes I get the colors mixed up just a little bit. I don't know. I find it weird to associate colors with specific things, so if I do that often, I apologize. So speedrunning tactics. Speedrunning tactics. Ooh, there we go. Alright, so now that we're over here, we can continue onwards into this area that needed the 6 orbs. So let's go and activate it, shall we? Sweet Jesus. Sweet Mother of God. What's going on? Alright, let's go ahead over here. Let's see what we got. A nice little transportation system of sorts. Check it out. There's going to be a lot of areas we can head off to. And let's just get a nice little lay of the land before we end things off.
How did you get back here? Why are you following me? Look, it's too late now to apologize. Just let me go.
What are you talking about? Alright, well, let's continue onwards, I suppose. Can't really do anything about that quite yet. Over here, we're going to get a little bit of a roadblock here, so let's go activate a clone over here. And like I said before, if one of our clones can't move, the other one still can. So while I'm in control of this one, I can still move this one independently. Press the switch. There we go. Activate this to get rid of that light and I guess the current there. Let's see what this rock has to say. Why does the other mind scream inside? I don't know. Getting pretty introverted there, though. Let's see. We can head over there. Let's just say, I think this is the teleport room. No, this is where we have to go once we collect, how many? 2 more encryption orbs. Oh my god. Does not look very promising. So the quarters are to the right. The recreation is to go down. So remember that thing just as a reference point, because we're going to go take that lift just so that we can have where we need to go on our map, and so I can point it out a little bit easier for you guys. So we're going to jump up here and see what our friends have to say. So for now, I guess they're still in lane.
Crew members in the communal areas by keeping noise to a reasonable level.
So we're going through recreational. This music. So we'll be exploring this area in a little bit. This is that lift that we saw a little bit earlier, and we will be exploring this later because there's kind of a lot to explore here. We've got, you know, unexplored hatches everywhere, and we're directly beneath that console room. Plus, we have to go to these 3 rooms over here on the right. The cursor on the map is not very good because the game doesn't actually pause. It's just like, yeah, it's just those 3. And we'll actually be exploring those in the next part. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first foray into the Swapper, and talk to you guys in the next one.